Alright guys, good morning. Hope everyone is doing well. Today, it is Wednesday, March 4th. A beautiful day. And, let's take a look at what's moving. Let me catch up with the chat. What's up, O? I'm just going to call you O, but I know you're kind of a crazy face. What's up, Flex Zone? What's up, bro? The Flex Zone? I like it, man. I like it. Second strain is 70% deadlier. Uh-oh. Morning, all. Chinese scientists identified 2 strains of the coronavirus, indicating it has mutated at least once. Uh-oh. Is this zombies? It's plausible. More volatility today, yep. What's up, Scott? He's presenting early morning gap ups and gap downs, so we'll also go over some news. Yeah, I'm just looking at gap ups, gap downs. You can look at the scanners until I get here. And then I'll pop up here and we'll talk about some major market catalysts, if you will. And we'll see what's going on in the market. What's up, Jarvie? What's up, Fadil? What's up, Lewis? Good morning, team. Alright, so let's take a look at what we're really talking about today. Which is the SPY rebounding some more, you know, like honestly, I can't lie. I haven't really looked at the market since I stopped trading yesterday, which was immediately after stream. I didn't trade anymore after stream yesterday. I just lost 70 bucks or 80 bucks in the market, which is okay. You know, it is what it is. You lose sometimes. I was on like a 3-day or I was on like a week-long winning streak prior to this week. And so, you know, it is what it is. But the market's rebounding some here. And it actually dropped down again yesterday. I didn't really realize that, but it kind of rebounded back to prior levels. And so I think we're fine with this market, really. We should be okay as long as we don't get some type of major catalyst that messes up my trading. I was actually doing well yesterday. I had like 2 or 3 green trades, and then the 50 basis point drop was announced, and that just ruined my short position, which is fine. I'd prefer the market to actually stay up, if I'm being honest. So that's what we're looking at this morning. Oh man, I realized you guys couldn't even see me, man. I'm here. I'm sorry, guys. I'm here. I forgot to press transition on OBS, and so apparently nobody could see me the whole time I was talking. But yeah, it's a beautiful Wednesday morning, and but yeah, this is the market. I didn't realize it, man. Alright, but yeah, this is the market news. We also have a few gappers, mostly getting penny stocks that are moving again today, like DY&T gapping up big from 170s all the way to 259. We have that one. We have ZSAN, which is a former runner that's done a lot bigger moves in the past. I remember when this one was way up here, and I think it got higher than that at one point. Yeah, I remember when this one was like way up here. Back in like 2017, 2018, I remember this one being over 20 for a day or two. But yeah, it's back down to where most penny stocks eventually go, which is just down at penny stock levels, because they're usually, no offense, they're terrible companies. We also have JILL here. Again, gapping up low volume. AIM, INO, probably one of the bigger movers. INO today gapping up from 740s to 880s. INO looks good. We'll start taking a look at some news in a minute. Probably, I guess, right now. So the first one we're going to look at, we're just going to go through some news releases here, I guess, and then we're going to start. Yeah, we're just going to go through them. What's up, team? Oh. My wife must have heard me talk about the coronavirus mutation. Look at this bundle of vitamins my wife just brought me. Look, like that Carol just brought me. Look at this bundle of vitamins. Like, look at this. I'm gonna get diabetes just from all these sugar and the vitamins, man. Look at that. Look at that bundle of vitamins. And some of them taste bad too, but I'll eat them. But some of them taste bad. Just give me a minute, I'll eat them. But yeah, ZSAN, the first one on my list today. Yeah, I'm using Thinkorswim. Huh? Yeah, I actually like that one. I don't like the elderberry. The elderberry's gross.
Okay, the elderberry's kind of gross, but like the tablet.
Tablet's good. Tablet tastes like a sweet tart, kind of.
It's sour.
Yeah, but that's good. It's good. I like it. Taste is subjective, I guess. Alright, love you. Good day, hey, buddy, come here.
Wait.
Yeah. Huh? What?
Is the coronavirus
Coronavirus is fine. Don't worry about it.
Because I want to go to Paco.
Yeah, you're probably gonna go, but hold on. All right, buddy. Hey, I see you poking your head in there. Have a good day at school, buddy. Okay, I love you. Have a good day at school. Hey, man. All right. I love you guys. Have a good day. All right, sorry, my kids came over here to distract me for a minute. But yeah, Z-Sand, first one we're looking up today. Yeah. Hey, Scott. It just means they care, bro. It just means they care, man. You know. Alright. But yeah, Z-Sand, the first one I'm looking up. So this is Zosano Pharma, and they announced FDA acceptance of the 505B2, which is a new drug application for the Keytruda for acute treatment of migraine. So a new migraine drug that just had FDA acceptance that came out for Z-Sand, ZSAN. Again, gapping up from 87.5 cents all the way to 114. Looks okay. We'll watch this one, but yeah, new migraine drug that was just accepted by the FDA. We got DY&T gapping up here. DY&T. I don't see any market catalyst. I'm just going to leave this one. Oh, wait. They are up as traders circulate ad for company's disinfectant products. So, yeah, I guess people saw their ad that made people have a bullish sentiment for DY&T. The reality is they're just pumping this thing up on hype and fluff. And so we'll see what happens with Dynatronics, which is DY&T. We got AIM, AIM, the 90s best social media instant messenger. But the reality is this is Immunotech, and they are up after they said that human trials of the coronavirus vaccine will start in April. So they put out a release that said the coronavirus trials for the vaccine will start in April for AIM. We also have NIO, which is probably my favorite one this morning if I'm looking at penny stocks. INO. Oh, no, wait, this is INO. So what was the last one I just looked at? The last one was AIM. So what does that do? Why is that significant? Why is AIM popping up for NIO? Okay, so I don't know why AIM is up. Maybe AIM is up on sympathy. It's this one that said that they are going to put out the coronavirus vaccine or the trials will start for the coronavirus vaccine in April. INO, not AIM. I don't know why AIM. I put in AIM and then INO stuff popped up. But regardless, yeah, that is INO that has the vaccine trials that are going to start in April for the coronavirus vaccine. And so, yeah, we're going to move on from some of these penny stocks. We got VIR moving. It's all right. Fate. We got UNH, which is United Healthcare Group. That one's worth a watch. Let me see. What's up, Creator? What's up, Gideon? What's up, Emmanuel? What's up, Luke? What's up, Jarvie? Yeah, I'm just using Thinkorswim for charts. I'm not seeing any news for UNH. I'm assuming it's just up on the coronavirus. Some type of coronavirus hit, but... Or maybe it's just up because the market's up and it's rebounding just like the market did, which is probably a little bit more plausible. So yeah, big red day yesterday for UNH and it's since rebounded. And so we'll watch it. ANTM. Probably the same thing. Not really much of a catalyst here. CI. You got a lot of gap ups because the market is gapping up. CNC. AMBA. We can look up AMBA, see if they have any type of catalyst for today here. Put out fourth quarter adjusted profit that beat street expectations for AMBA. So again, this is fourth quarter adjusted profit that beat street expectations. They said they lost $13 million or 39 cents a share in the fourth quarter, but that was compared with the loss of $4.5 million or 14 cents a share in a year period. So they actually lost more, but it's adjusted for one-time earnings. Umbrella earned $4.9 million or 14 cents a share compared with $4.5 million or 14 cents a share a year ago. So they actually earned a little bit more than last year. Sales went up 12% to $57.2 million compared with $51.1 million. So that went up as well from last year. Analysts polled by FactSet expected them to report an adjusted profit of 11 cents a share and sales of 57.2, so a little bit better than expected. And so yeah, that's the deal for AMBA. Just a little bit better than expected results, although they're still losing a little bit better than they thought they would. And so we got FNGU, boring, not really much volume. Edit, HCA, SMPL. So yeah, aside from that, we're not really getting that much movement with catalyst-driven gap ups here. We do have like AMD is up, Roku is up, and that's just because the overall market itself is up. Tesla, I'm sure, is probably up. Yeah, and so it's just the overall market news. If we look at the SPY actually dropped down pretty significantly yesterday and then rebounded this morning. And in extended hours yesterday, it looks like. Yeah, so in extended hours, after hours yesterday, and this morning in pre-market, it just ran up. And so that's going to cause a lot of mid and high cap stocks to subsequently bounce up as well, because the market does influence those, and they influence the market. And so CDLX gapping down here. We can move on to some gap downs. So they are down after management change and first quarter revenue guidance. That was worse. So yeah, they had a management change. Let's see. The co-founder and CEO, Scott Grimes, is going to become an executive chairman of the board, and chairman John Balin will transition to lead independent director. They also named the CFO David Evans, Chief Administrative Officer, and Andy Christensen will become the CFO. They are also expecting their first quarter revenue of $43.5 million to $46.5 million. Analysts polled by FactSet are expecting $49.6 million, so they're expecting a little bit worse than what is expected. And yeah, they had a management change as well for CDLX. So we'll see what happens with that one. We got AHPI, which is gapping down, but this is after a pretty big parabolic run yesterday for AHPI. Man, this thing is super volatile. Look at the range in this thing, man. This thing just ran up over 100% yesterday before pulling back another 50%. It's still up 50% from where it opened yesterday, but kind of a crazy move for AHPI here. We'll see what happens, but yeah, halted a bunch yesterday. It posted mixed fourth quarter results. The float must be tiny here, but yeah, that's what's going on for AHPI. We got APT, which is Alpha Pro Tech. They make medical masks. They are slightly down this morning, but I think they're just moving on volatility from the coronavirus. And so, yeah, that's about it. I mean, if you have anything specific you want me to look at, let me know. Okay, AIM is doing an experimental drug for corona. I appreciate it. Looking to COCP, gap up pre-market. All right, I got you. Yeah, big gap up for COCP from 115 to 135, so it's gapping up 20 cents or so. Let me see why. Let me look up that catalyst. Hold on. So yeah, they actually, they had a direct offering on the 28th. So they had an 8K with presentation that discussed the coronavirus as one of its 4 target diseases, and they don't appear to have any new info. They also received a licensing deal for the coronavirus on February 25th, is what came out for COCP. So again, they had an 8K presentation, and when they discussed the coronavirus as one of 4 potential disease targets, they also disclosed a licensing deal that they got on the 28th of February for COCP. So that's the catalyst for this one. So what's up, guys? Man, my green screen is just messing up today, right? Look at all the fuzz. Let me see. Maybe that'll help. It's weird. When I look at it on my screen, there's no fuzz at all. And then when I look at it on that screen, there's like tons of fuzz everywhere. Fix this a little bit, I guess. CK Tesla. Yeah, Tesla actually running up here. We can look up a catalyst if there's any for this one. You know, guys, but for everybody freaking out about the coronavirus, there's actually some interesting statistics that are out right now for it. Why is... Alright, so here's the thing, right, for the coronavirus. For everybody that's, like, freaking out about the coronavirus, let me find it. There was a good thing on, deaths by age group. And the statistics on that are pretty, you know, I mean, they're self-explanatory. Hold on, let me find it. Man. Alright, give me a second, guys. Okay, so yeah, look at this number. Like, look at this number, okay? And this source is worldmeters.info. Okay, this is the numbers for the coronavirus right now. Okay, so if you look at people 80 years or older, the death rate's 14.8%. Okay, 14.8%. But if you look at the younger demographics, like 50 years old or less, you know, it remains roughly, the highest it gets is for 40 to 49 at 0.4%. For people my age, it's 0.2%. No kids under the age of 9 have died from it. And it remains roughly at 0.4%. And so with all that said, guys, here, let me put this up so you can see it. The stats are pretty mild for this thing. The stats are actually pretty mild. You know, the people that are really dying from the coronavirus are people that are much older. People my age, people less than 50, really, very low death rate, you know, very low death rate. Once you get older, obviously, it's a little bit higher, but it's, you know, point is, this is why people are saying that the coronavirus is overhyped, because 0.2%, not that serious. You know, yeah, if you look, it's even worse when you look at like pre-existing medical conditions, like people that have all these pre-existing medical conditions. People that don't are usually fine. And so, you know, people got to understand, like, it's not the end of the world here. And that's all from worldmetersinfo.coronavirus. And I'll post the link where I got that from. Point is, it's not the end of the world, guys. That's the point. And people have to be, you know, and like I said, this is all from worldmeters.info/coronavirus. And I just posted it in the chat. But yeah, it's not the end of the world. The death rate's pretty mild when you take into account age and pre-existing medical conditions. It's really similar to the flu, to be honest. And so this is just another flu, kind of like swine flu, all that stuff that came out. And so, you know, it's one thing to be prepared, and I understand being prepared for it. It's another thing to just act like it's the end of the world. And a lot of people are pushing that so they can sell emergency supplies, you know. And so just try to look at it objectively, team, and, you know, yeah. What's up, bye? What's up, man? All right. Yeah. Scott says, I'm feeling the virus scare in my store. Sales are strong and shelves are getting rocked. My last 2 deliveries were huge to try and replenish everything from water, paper products, medicines, canned goods. Yeah, dude, my wife spent like $600 yesterday on stuff. I had to like yell at her because, not yell at her, but you know what I mean. I had to like get onto it and be like, why are you spending so much money? Because she bought like all this unnecessary stuff, you know. And I get it. Like, she's just trying to be prepared, but still, you know. And I know, guys, all the people that are like, here's the problem with preppers, right? And I think prepping is a good idea, like, just to stay prepared. But the problem with preppers is that they spend so much time and money on prepping that they almost want it to happen. It hurts their view of it. They have to justify that spending. And so they almost want the end of the world to happen, which is against logic. And so, you know, it is what it is, but point is, it's not the end of the world, guys. End of the world. Buy my free end of the world course. It's called Don't Die. You know, I'm gonna eat these vitamins my wife gave me, and like I said, my wife's kind of my wife's kind of like that too. So. CVET. We can take a look at it. Let me look at the Tesla news real quick. But when you bring those stats up to people, the problem is when you bring those stats up to people, like the stats I just went over, what did they say? Those aren't the real numbers. We don't really know what the real numbers are. Like, that's what they always say. Like, preppers have to justify that expense in their mind, and that's never. It goes against logic. You know, I think being prepared is a good idea. I should rephrase that. But again, when you almost want bad things to happen just to justify your time and expense on prepping, it's just kind of crazy, man. It's just kind of crazy. And people, it's very hard to be introspective for them. You know, it is what it is. But that's kind of my take on it. What's up, Leo? What's up, brother? Alright, so I'm not really seeing any news for Tesla here aside from them just stating how much Tesla has moved. But yeah, I'm not really seeing any market catalyst for Tesla. Right, it's the end now, guys. Buy my storm shelter plans. Do it now. You know, buy my course on the end of the world. You know, $500,000. My end of the world course. You know, it's called Don't Die. Tesla, yeah, I am seeing something about them downgrading their chips, and it says it, quote, sparked anger in China. So, and it says they quietly did it. I'm not really seeing anything else on it. TLT. This is an ETF. All right, so I am getting some type of news from BZ Newswires, and it says the 10-year Treasury bond yield fell below 1% for the first time ever on Tuesday as investors continue to react to the spreading of the COVID-19 coronavirus outbreak, and the Federal Reserve made an emergency interest rate cut. Again, they dropped it by 50 basis points, trying to stave off the economic effects from the epidemic. And again, that's all quoting from BZ Newswires. Let me see. Market's up. I can go over some new market news though. All right, so the Iran health minister did report 586 new infections of the coronavirus since Tuesday, and the death toll is at 92. I mean, that's pretty high. That's like what, 100 and, or that's like what, like 17%, 17%, pretty high. Mitch just sent me something that said Steve Wozniak, which is the co-founder of Apple, He's the really... Listen, I like Steve Jobs, and I think Steve Jobs was, a visionary. And so don't get it twisted. I like Steve Jobs. There's a lot of interesting stuff about Steve Jobs, but I think Wozniak was really the brain behind all of it. Jobs was a little bit more controlling over it, but Wozniak was the guy that built those computers. Steve was just the guy that put his name on it. But like I said, I think Steve was a genius too. I think they were both geniuses in their own way. But Wozniak was the brains behind it, certainly. But yeah, Mitch is saying he claimed on Monday that him and his wife might have been the first coronavirus cases in the U.S. Let me get Mitch in here. Yo, what's up, man? What do I think of oil, good sir? John, do you have the ability to screen for stocks breaking high of day levels during the trading hour? Yeah, man. We put that scanner up here every day. So like, check it out, Onyx. I can like add it here if you want to see it. I got like a bunch of high of the day scanners. Like, watch.
Chill.
What's up, bro? Yeah, new daily highs.
Day Momo.
Yeah, see, here you go. We have this scanner up every day. Onyx. So yeah, you can see new daily highs. We have the high of the day Momo as well, which is mostly momentum stocks. But the new daily highs is all stocks. And so yeah, I'll throw that down here if you want it. What's up, Mitch? What's up, bro?
What's up, man?
Chilling, man, chilling. You know.
Just chilling in the bunker, you know?
Yeah, man. You know,
just another day in the bunker.
Buy my new End of the World course, bro. Buy my new End of the World.
I'll tell you what, the canned food is getting.
Alright, guys. Sorry, I don't know why I disconnected for a second. Sorry, bitch. Bitch heard me kind of talking to my wife, Carol, for a second. All right, we're back.
No stress. We back. We back.
You got a little bit of a static in your voice, Mitch, in the sound coming through, bro.
All right, let me restart my mic.
Okay. Oh yeah, Reticent saying, what happened to my nose? I'm a battered husband, sir. I'm a battered husband. Is the reality of it. Now, really, these things just help me breathe. Kind of hurts to take it off. But yeah, these are those those breathe right strips. They kind of open up my nostrils. Like I said, my nose is kind of crooked, and so I can only really breathe out of one nostril most of the time. I gotta go get that fixed. But I've been wearing those, and they've been helping me breathe. Get my oxygen and that, or maybe I'm covering up the fact that I'm a battered husband. But no, it's just a breathe right strip.
What's going on, guys? How we doing? Good morning. Good morning. Let's go ahead and catch up a little bit with the chat here. What's up? What's up, everybody? Good morning, Gifford. Good morning, Chris. Good morning, Scott, JK, Netron, Automan in the house. We got the game face, Leo, Brooklyn. Hey, Brooklyn in the house, guys. We got Job, Wilton, Tiny Trader, Chris, Spyro. What's going on, guys? Say hello in the chat. Always good to hear from you guys. And welcome to the fam.
Yep. Yeah, I was looking at the coronavirus statistics, Mitch, and they're actually not that bad, bro. I'm gonna send you a thing in Discord of what I was talking about, man. They're really not that bad, bro. The death rate relative to the age, they're pretty minimal. Anybody from age 9 to age 50. The worst death rate is 0.4% out of all of those age groups. But from 40 down, it's 0.2%. It's mild. It's flu.
One of the things you can think about is what kind of disease is it? It's a respiratory disease. Respiratory disease viruses affect those that are weak, not those that are strong.
Yeah.
That's a simple, you can clearly say that, why? It's not that they don't attack the young, but where probably our immune system is up to the fight a little bit more than, let's say, someone that, is a little bit older and their body can't take the kind of the respiratory effects from the disease.
Yeah, 100%.
That's really what it is that they can't take the effects. The effects get too intense. And then, if you already have, let's say, like a high blood pressure, or let's say you already have heart issues, and you already have breathing issues, and then there's something like this would affect you, of course, it would be very, very hard to even stay alive, because the things that are going to first go is your breathing. What is that going to affect? That's going to go ahead and affect the lungs that were sick. That's going to go and affect the heart that was sick. And then you can't take the right blood pressure medication because, hey, you can't take it because then it'll hurt your heart. And it's just a bunch of things start kind of affecting those people. And in the end, like always, your immune system is very important right now. I think what people aren't focusing on is just keep yourself as healthy as possible right now. You don't want to be getting the flu right now and then try to fight coronavirus. You know what I mean? And then that's what people I think need to focus on. People are getting too focused on let me get supplies versus let me stay healthy.
Right. Let me stay and not go out. Yeah, I had the flu like 3 weeks ago roughly, and it is no joke this year. If you go back and watch the stream, I actually streamed every day live with the flu. And I didn't really know what it was until day 5 when I went to the doctor and they did the test and it was the flu. It was the flu A. And man, that is no joke this year. That one put me out for like 5 days, didn't get out of bed, lost weight, it was rough.
Yeah, man, and the percentage is actually, you brought out a good number with the age, but the percentage is getting high at least. At 3.4, and some talking to close to 4%. I did a little bit more research on this, and it looks like things are getting a little bit better in China. There've only been one reported case in Shanghai in the last 6 days. So that's a good sign. So the major cities not getting hit so hard anymore. Looks like, it's starting to slow down a little bit, and that could help, just a matter of little slowdown can give them a chance to really start gaining a grasp on at least China. And we know that's where the worst is right now. And so I think that's definitely going to help. Another thing is China released that they think that the virus has already mutated once. And so this is a big news. Most people aren't paying attention to this. I didn't hear most people talk about that, but today I think that's very important. That news being released is actually going to help other kind of people that are doing their research on this virus right now. If it's mutated once, it can mutate again, and then we can start focusing on how we can maybe create a vaccine that will not necessarily, keep you 100% immune, but could probably at least keep you alive. And so I think that's a good sign. When it can mutate in a good way or in a bad way, and it looks like in this case, China is saying that it was more deadly at first, started hitting people really hard, mutated, and has slowed down. And you can see that in the numbers, at least in China. The numbers are slowing down, and that could be from the mutation of the virus itself.
It just might be a different variation.
Different effects, less intensity. And if it's going to be less intense, it could be 3.4 in China and only like 0.1 here.
Right. The weird one is Iran, though. Iran put out something that said they had a bunch of new cases this year, and I think they said like 560 new cases and then 90 deaths, which is like 16%. I think it has to do with the standard of medical care they're getting there, though. I think objectively speaking, they're going to have a little bit worse medical care than we do and then other bigger countries. There are over 11 mutations, nothing new. California discovered this weeks ago. What's up, Canakin? What's up, brother? Spike the drop. Yeah, a few people asking about NIO. We did go over NIO yesterday. NIO put out something that said that they are going to be shooting for an April testing date for their coronavirus vaccine, is what I remember. If that is, I think, what's going down with INO. I think it was something like they said that their human trials of the coronavirus vaccine will start in April as the catalyst for INO. What's up, Kathleen? I like how Gold Plated said California discovered the mutation weeks ago, and they all smoke. And they all smoke, he says.
I don't know about the mutations. Maybe he has some information that most don't.
Yeah. So Gold Plated said anybody with respiratory issues is at risk at all, and that's kind of scary because my wife is
100%.
Yeah, my
that's
wife
actually
has
true.
Yeah, my wife has bad asthma. My son is allergic to some allergies, but his respiratory issues aren't that bad. But my wife has pretty bad asthma, so that is scary.
I mean, that's who it would affect, because like I talked about a couple seconds ago, if you have conditions, that's when you don't want to get this, because they're going to be a lot worse to people that have those pre-existing conditions.
Yep. That's the scary one.
Yep.
We'll see.
That's the truth.
I'm hoping it blows over like swine flu and all that stuff. And it's possible that it does. If China's hopefully starting to slow down, we should see it slow down a little bit here. And it's a scary thing for sure.
Ugh.
But the chances of catching it now are still very, very minor. And people are acting like it's the end of the world. And it's just, the numbers aren't showing that quite yet. It's something I talked about earlier, which is that a lot of the time preppers in general want bad things to happen so they can justify their time and expense. And that's never how you want to be. Fake news. Airfare to China is supposedly cheap right now. I bet it is. I'm I'm a little late to your channel. I personally am watching APT INO with a little side eye on GFL, which is yesterday's IPO. Yeah, those are mostly, so Joe, we're, you know, a lot of times we're trading penny stock, or no, we're not trading penny stocks. Most of the time, like, if you want to know how I trade Riley, most of the time I'm trading like AMD, MU, AMRN, maybe some cannabis plays like CGC, Kron. I'll watch like Roku, stuff like that. Maybe Tesla, maybe some of these mid and bigger high cap stocks. But most of the time, I'm trading mid and high cap stocks, not necessarily low float penny stocks like some of these. Now, I'm not saying you can't make money on them, but they're just not really my style, and everybody has kind of a different style.
Yo, the French are warning, man. Stop handshaking. Stop that kissing.
Dude, I'm not shaking anybody's hand, bro. I'm not shaking anybody's hand.
Stop that kissing.
Yeah. Only person I'm kissing is my wife.
Cheek thing?
You know? Yeah. No, sir. Yeah.
Come give me a kiss, John.
Right. I ain't doing it, man. I ain't doing it, bro. Get out of here, man. You know, I ain't doing it. But yeah,
give me a big old smucker.
I know the bigger problem here, though, and for somebody with kids, right? The bigger problem is usually, I'll say this: older people kissing babies. Older people who should not. I mean, like I have grandmothers and friends, and they always want to kiss the baby, and I get it, man, but that is dangerous to those kids. That's how stuff spreads to those infants. I have a friend of mine whose 3-month-old child is like in the NICU because of that, and it's just kind of like, you know, I know it's hard to like break an old lady's heart and be like, don't do it, you can't do that. I'm gonna draw the line there. You can't, you know, kiss my baby on the cheek, but it needs to be done, and they need to stop with that standard of like, oh, I'm gonna kiss the baby. Like, no, like, don't, like, get away. You know what I mean? Like, that's the reality.
Hide your kids. Don't let John grab them. Oh man.
Oh. All right, so we're having an argument here about.
I would pull up news, but guess what, guys? Nothing matters.
Right, it doesn't matter. I could put out the statistics, and people are gonna say, no, those aren't true. You know, this is what's really true, because, and again, like I said, preppers need to justify the time and expense, and so they're not gonna say they will, but they secretly inside, preppers kind of want it to happen, just so they can be right, and they have justified their time and expense, and that's what I don't understand. I don't understand that. I'm looking at the numbers. I'm not speculating on whether the numbers are right or wrong. I'm just looking at the numbers, man. That's all I'm looking at. I'm not saying I agree or disagree or whether the numbers are accurate or whether they're not accurate. I'm just looking at the numbers, guys. Probably right.
So let's see what happens today, man. Let's see if the big investors take up the Fed cut again and they try to surge the market again. The Bears stopped them last time. Let's see. I feel like I was right, guys. One thing I can tell you, and this is a very, very important learning point. I'm going to repeat that. This is a very, very important learning point. Every single time, 100%. I don't know about you, John. You can agree to this after that. But every single time I've ever seen the market overreact to some certain news catalyst, it goes big in one direction and worse in the other direction.
Every time,
right after that. Every single time. 100% of the time, in my experiences, it's gone back and worse.
Right. Let's see. Hold on. I want to show you guys something that is actually right in line with that. Let me see.
So that means a lot of times, guys, whenever you see those big moves, you have to be patient. It's okay to take them and try to take them. I understand why you're trying to, but you have to be patient with your entry.
Yeah. 100%. Yeah, we can all get along, guys. Y'all give each other a hug, you know. Let's focus on trading. We got this. All right, but yeah, hopefully we don't get some crazy basis point drop mid-market day like we did yesterday that completely ruined my trade. I blame the market. Maybe it was my fault. Like I said, I think probably it was my fault because I should have known the release was at least coming. But yeah, I'm going to watch, usually when the market moves, I'm watching like AMD, MU, CGC, Cron, AMRN, maybe a little bit of ENPH if I'm feeling frisky, you know. So we'll see what happens. We got Fate moving too. But it should be a fun day. Penny stocks are mostly what I see on the gappers list, like ZSAN, JILL, DYNT, INO, CNC. Maybe I'll watch CNC a little bit. COCP, a few people mentioned that one. Making some big moves. HUM, or HUM. We got CI here. FNGU, THC. I'm still bummed out somebody got THC and it's not a cannabis company. It's just a healthcare company. How dare them steal that symbol?
Yeah, healthcare is up, guys. Healthcare companies are going to be up just because of the old man Biden.
Let's see. Picking up gold and medical devices.
Yeah, you know what the funny thing is? Bernie is older than Biden, but when I think about it in energy times, I'm like, yo, Biden's so dead.
Yeah.
Energy-wise, at least.
Yeah, they're all getting there, you know. We'll see. It should be an interesting election year, and we should get a lot of volatility, you know, for sure.
Definitely surprised yesterday, and that's why you're seeing the health sector up, because they're thinking that Bernie had this in the wraps, and that's not what, at least yesterday, told us.
Yeah. Read what I just wrote you, bitch. I'm not gonna say it here, but I'm halfway joking, so don't, you know.
But he is.
Yeah. The feds are gonna be here, bro. The feds are gonna be here, man. What's up, Todd?
Don't worry. He'll just be a puppet. That's what everyone thinks.
It'll give us more views. Man. You know?
One puppet after the next, right? Isn't that how it works?
That is. Hey, that's politics. That's politicians, bro. That's politicians in general. That's why one
Texas knows it.
Politicians in general, they're all just nonsense, man. All of them. Like, don't get
just
wrapped up.
Just put your hand behind them and control.
Right. It's all nonsense, man. It's all nonsense. Like I said, all of them. Not just one.
You know what it reminds me of? It sounds dumb, but there's these little mannequins that came out back in the days of NSYNC.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
There you go. Just have one of those mannequins.
Strings attached. Yeah.
Yep.
Dude, I have a sister roughly my age, and she was about that NSYNC and Backstreet Boys life.
Me too. So that's how I remember them.
Yeah. She was about that life, man. I remember. You know, if I talked about Justin, my life was over. You know.
Hey.
Yeah.
If only we could have a president, and that's my wish also. No strings attached.
Yeah, it'll never happen though. It'll never happen. You know.
Well, bless up, hopefully.
Yeah, like I said, politicians, man, you just can't trust any of them. They're all the same. Most of them are, you know.
All right, guys, let's get this ready here. 926 charts that I'm looking at today. One I'll be looking at specifically is BJ. BJ is a relatively newer stock, came in 2018. One of the things that I can definitely tell you guys is it's near the price where it came out on, and I like that. These are the big price points I'm watching today. On the downside, I'm going to be watching 2042, and on the upside, I'm going to be watching this 2235. It does have a downward trend line here that it could break out above this in the 2150 area. So look for big sizing to get in near that 2150. See for big buyers. What that would do is that would cause it to get up there to 22, maybe even getting up there to 2235. Then I'd look for pullbacks, look for that VWAP bounce there. I want to see a massive move in this. I want to see volume increase. We've been seeing volume increase here at the bottom, but we want to see buyers step in here and see if they're going to take it. This is going to trade very like Costco, but I really don't want to trade Costco just because it's too expensive and the moves are too volatile. So I'll go for a cheaper stock in the same sector, which I think is the lagger in the sector. So I'm going to go ahead and pay attention for this today, and that will be BJ Wholesale Club.
Yep, I like it.
Yep, that's one of my top trade ideas. Other than that, guys, I'll be looking at EMPH. Been trading that one really well lately. Keep an eye on CGC. One of the things is these cannabis stocks have been moving down significantly with the market, but really haven't had a negative catalyst. So I want to see where this one's going to hold, if this one's going to start bouncing back today.
Yeah, another one that I think is interesting is Rite Aid. Actually, I've been kind of noticing Rite Aid. It's been pretty volatile, Rite Aid, and so I'll probably be keeping an eye on that.
Not a bad one to keep an eye on.
Yeah, it's been pretty volatile, so I'll probably watch that one too. What's up, Daniel? What's up, Ray Ray? One of these days, I've got to learn what a VWAP is. Hey, bro, we got a class for you, sir. I got you, bro. I got your back, man. You know.
Yeah, man. You don't have to stress it. We got you.
Right. Here, I'll get it. Hold on. Let me. I got one called Understanding VWAP and Related Strategies. Probably one of the, it's actually the single most successful class we've ever put out. It's got like 10,000, 11,000 views, and it's growing by. On the stats, it's growing big. So, it's our most famous class, sir. Let me post it. Oh yeah. Also, guys, big news today. We actually broke 18,000 subscribers overnight.
Boom, boom.
Yeah, 18K, guys. We did it. 18,000. Super proud of the channel. Super happy to run this bad boy with Mitch and I, with my brother Mitch here, and we're just gonna keep moving forward, guys. We're gonna keep growing. I appreciate all the love and support that we have gotten. And,
all right, guys, almost here to the bell, guys. Let's hit the like button as the market opens. I want to see those likes just jump. Boom. Let's get them up. Let's get ready for the open here. Like always, guys, you guys can support us by hitting the subscribe button. You know, this is something that we do every single day, absolutely free. I can't stress that enough. There's too many traders out there just charging you guys just for what we did right now. And that's just going over news that's absolutely free and trying to get you guys to the top stocks. This is something that we really work hard on, getting you different type of news, talking about different types of stocks, and then also setting up for the open here. But definitely, guys, hit the subscribe button, support us, and hit that like.
Yep.
Let's do it.
Yes, sir. All right, there's the bell. We got no seconds left. There's the bell.
Let's do it.
Here, put your window up. I got it. Let me see.
Boom.
There you go.
Nah, gotta restart here. Having some internet issues.
Yeah, no stress. Hey, I appreciate it, guys. I appreciate it. Appreciate it, Sean. Thank you, sir. All right, guys. So, SPY moving up a little bit. Not really anything super significant. We're at 306.5 roughly right now. Nothing super big yet, but we are getting an upward move here. AMD dropping some, going the opposite of the market from what I see right now. Dropping a little bit too. CGC not really picking up too much volume there.
XLU looking good.
Market's up to 306.70s. SPY at least it is.
And looking for a pullback to 66 here for XLU. MU heading down there. We'll look for a fade on that one.
O says YouTube has a tip jar button. Really? I mean, we have super chat and then we have memberships, and so we've got a few different ways to do it. But I've seen tip jars on Twitch before. I've never seen them on YouTube. I'll have to check that out. I don't know yet, Z-Sol. I don't know if we're buying. It just depends on what the market does.
Yeah, definitely gonna watch for a pullback in the XLU. It moved up a significant amount already, almost $1. So I'll look for a pullback there. Needs to come to VWAP, but I'm just gonna watch it. Keep a close eye on her.
Market's up almost to 307s. There's 307 for the SPY.
There's okay potential VWAP bounce play, but I don't like that one that much right now.
I was gonna say AMD's still down, hitting the VWAP. We'll see what that one does too.
Right now I'm using 617 as a possible entry for XLU. It's already extended up there 77 cents, almost 80 cents right out the gates.
Look at
MU
AMBA.
looks good.
CGC breaking lows. AMBA dropping down here too. Look at CGC break these lows. We got AMBA, which is filling that entire gap, just moving down. We got AMD. A lot of stuff's actually trending against the SPY right now. Specifically CGC, AMD, MU going against the SPY.
Yeah, I like the MU for the fade, but to tell you the truth, the one that did it better was AMD.
Yeah, man. That's what I was watching. Nice little range breakout, too. I'm going to go take my daily bathroom break, Mitch, so hold it down, bro. I'll be back.
No stress. Go take your break, come back, focus. Sometimes good. John's not trying to trade the open, guys. It's actually a good thing that he goes to the bathroom at this time. Gives him a chance to come back and look at stocks in an objective manner versus the biased manner that you do when you start watching way too many tickers. All right, looking for AMAT to pop up here, and then I can risk right off the 65s here. XLU pushing back there, but I need to see that pull back a little bit more. It's too close to the 66.50s. I'm not trying to risk 25 cents right now. UNH moving. Yeah, UNH. That one's interesting, guys. It's a bigger price stock, but definitely interesting. Looking for this stock to come back up here, AMAT, and then I'll try to short here. Did break down there, significant amount. It looks good. Space looks good. It's pulling back twice. A significant amount there. I'm looking for a bounce back here towards 65s or 55s. There's XLU. I'm looking for a 66.17 9 EMA entry. Do not want to try to get it here at VWAP. It's just too tight for me. There's no point in trying to go for this 25-cent move up, risking 25-cent move down. I really don't like one-to-one trades. Not the way to go at it.
All right, I'm back.
LK at VWAP. One's a possibility, but I'm not really thinking about that one right now.
What's up, Jordan?
2 stocks. AMAT to come back up above VWAP, reject, break out above 50s, and then I could short.
Vinny's saying daily bathroom break. What? What I mean is, usually at least once per stream, I take a bathroom break. I'm not saying it's the only time I go to the bathroom break a day. I'm just saying usually once per stream.
Only once, man.
Yeah, just once a day. You know.
You gotta hold it for the rest.
Hey, good luck, Jordan. First day on your funded account. Good luck, brother. You got this, man.
Yeah, man. Power to you, man.
What else we got? Dan? Yeah, good luck. Good luck, brother. All right, well, the SPY has taken a, dare we say, tanked since then. Down to 304s.
Well, remember, at 300.
Yeah, that's the big level for sure.
That's the big level.
For sure.
You see it underneath that, then I'll call it a bear day. Is BJ pulling back a little bit here? Trying to see if it's just going to get scooped up and squeezed here. Ooh, XLU starting to get interesting for me. Still need a little bit more pullback. Need a pullback here towards 66 18s or 66 10s, and I could risk off a 66. So let it come down here a significant amount, and then I'll try to take a shot.
I'm gonna look for some pullbacks and maybe AMD, CGC.
All right, just took 100 shares, guys. Gonna risk off a 66, $17 risk here. Just got in on that red candle there, guys. Long XLU. Was able to get it right where I had said my line to be, 66.17. And I'm gonna set it to this low. I'm okay if it touches that line. I really wanted to hold that line, but 66 is my out. There you go, looking good now, guys. There you go. All right, this gets to 50s, guys. We'll take a little bit off, look for a pullback to add.
I'm going with a little bit bigger size today. We'll see what happens. In CGC going short, we'll see what happens. I'm only on the 200 shares, but gonna scale up when it gets a little bit more ideal time. My risk is about 81, down about 22 bucks, but small for the most part. Is the level 2 lagging again? No, not really. Okay, good.
All right, guys. Just sold half of the position there at 50.
Hey, good trade, brother.
Selling it at VWAP. Why, guys? Because it come back, you know?
Right.
It come right back down. There's no need to not sell anything there. If I get a pullback towards 66.20s or in the 20s, I can add my shares right back in and try to take a swing. But instead, right now, I'm just completely risk adverse and I'm calm about the trade. That's an important part, guys. So one that I'm looking to come back here, AMAT. Look at that big bar AMD just put in. And MU's hanging at the VWAP with a nice bullish candle right now. Let's see if the bottom of that holds 52.80s.
Yeah, I got a bad fill on my CGC trade, unfortunately. I'm down 4 bucks, so it's dropping like I want it to, but just a bad fill. It may turn into a fake out fade though, and so maybe I'll be able to get a little bit better, get a little bit more size here. Like I said, I'm trying to take a little bit larger sizing from now on, and so we'll see.
Next level for me would be 66.90s.
Yeah, terrible fill or terrible entry. It's not even the fill. It was just a bad entry from my end. My average was like 66, unfortunately.
Giving this a chance to break out through the 60s here. LK, look at that bounce on LK. You know, I talked about not taking it because I didn't want it, but I at least put the setup that was there. And man, LK, when she bounces, she's pretty.
Yeah, for sure.
10-cent risk there, easy 30-cent reward. It popped through that 30-cent reward. All right, guys, up there to the 60s now. Feeling confident about this position. More than okay to add if I get a pullback here, but looking for it to break out towards the high of the day, which is through that 66.70. If we do get through that, I think we can get through the 80s. I'll sell as it pops through that 80s and take another beautiful base hit.
Hey, appreciate the sub, Han Solo. Welcome to the team, bro. Appreciate it, man. Thank you, sir. Remember, guys, to hit that subscribe button. We almost have 60 likes already. All right, we're back. Sorry, guys. Internet's acting a little funny. Dude, if it restarts the stream, I'm going to be aggravated. There we go. We're back.
Sorry about that, guys.
Another 100 shares to this one. I'm in with 300 shares of CGC for the fake out fade. Got a little bit better average just because my first one wasn't the best. And so we're going to let it work. If I lose, it might be like 30, 40 bucks.
All right, I'm going to look around for another trade and just let this trade work here. All right, AMD getting the VWAP. Maxar at VWAP.
Yeah, I'm going to get out of CGC. It's just testing my levels. $43 loss. Pretty small. Like I said, I'm trying to take a little bit bigger sizing, but it just squeezed against me a little bit too much. Maybe got stopped out by 1 penny there, but yeah, I think that's actually what happened. But it's all right. If it gives me another fake out fade chance, I'll take it. I think I'm going to increase my max loss, as I think it's time to scale up a little bit more, but we'll see. It all's going to depend.
You got some buy volume at 50s.
INO's actually running up. It's above the VWAP now. So if it pulls back there, it might look good too. Hey, thank you for the sub, Daniel. Appreciate the sub, brother. Welcome to the team, man. We got 60 likes in here, only 2 dislikes. Hit that like button, team. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. I subscribe before I join live when I got value from your VWAP videos. Hey, we appreciate it.
Space looks interesting to me.
Tesla, any thoughts? MVM? I can take a look.
Spacey space.
Tesla's just down with the SPY and all the other tech stocks. So yeah, it's just dropping with the market.
Really like space there, but I missed the pop to VWAP at 25.10s. It's not keeping it up on my top chart, but I really did like this one out the open. Looks like a great fade there. Hope someone nailed that space.
Well, at least OBS dying didn't kill the stream, so everybody's still here.
Everybody was kung fu.
Fighting. Let's get Carol on for a Mother's Day special in May. Yeah, well, I'll have to. She usually will come on once every few days. Hey, appreciate the sub, Jack. What's up, brother? Appreciate it, man. We're getting so many subs, man. You guys gotta give us time to trade. You know? Appreciate the love, guys.
They want Carol to be like in the Wolf of Wall Street, explaining things
right
out the bathtub.
Yeah, for sure. Honestly, if I got Carol just to do some tutorial videos, my videos would be way better. They would be way better because, like, I see a lot of female traders. They're just growing huge just because they're female, and trading's mostly a dude, a guy thing. I'm not saying girls can't trade, and there are some very talented traders. We have some traders on our team here, but I'm just saying if you look at the majority of traders, most of them are guys.
All right, guys, now that we popped over this 40 and we had that like kind of breakout momentum, I just want to keep that momentum going. Now we're going to hold towards slightly below VWAP, so we can pull back towards this 40, but we don't want to see this 40 crack here.
Yeah, there's Tony.
Okay, look at that VWAP bounce.
There's Tony.
I'm
What's
like,
up, Tony?
somebody get that one. AMD looking good. That one's the interesting one to watch, I think, right now. You have a good 50-cent range there.
Yeah, that was a pretty bounce.
Space was a good fade. Look at that fade on Space. I was thinking about that one today. You know, with all the hurt that the market's been putting, people got their eyes off of these momentum plays.
Yep.
And right there, look at that. Big drop out the gates. You got like a more than $1 drop. And what you get 50 cents up, and then it just fades right back down.
Yep.
About $1.
Yeah, it just broke under that previous closing price at 24.71 too. That 24.70 level was big, and it just crashed underneath it.
Yep.
I kind of want to take CGC again here. The reason I'm not is because I'm watching the SPY, and I think the SPY would have to drop down big. It's also putting in higher highs, and so that's usually a bullish sign overall. And so I'm just going to wait and see if we get a little bit better setups sometime today.
Yeah, to me, at least on that chart, I would like another rejection off of 79 or 80, and then I'd get really interested because you'd get a triple top.
Yeah. There's a female
All right,
trader.
guys. Gotta be careful here with my stock. It's right at that level where I told you guys we would have to cut it, so we have to be smart here.
Yeah, that's XLU OVA. There's a female trader that copies other channels' videos really closely. She makes her money. Yeah, I've seen a few different ones where they just post vague. They post very general, vague content, but they don't actually ever show themselves trading. And that's how you know. Like listen, I could go without really knowing how to trade. I could go copy a bunch of, or without really knowing how to be a mechanic, I could go copy a bunch of mechanic content and then push that out there. But do they really know how? And you know, like I said, a lot of times they just copy other people's videos, and it is what it is. Like I said, you can't really blame them for it. Not really their fault. I mean, I get it. I understand why. Same thing with the guru push with like Lamborghinis and mansions and buy my penny stock course. Same thing. You know, you can't get mad at them for it. It's just how it goes. You know.
All right, guys, looking to add here at 40. Put the order out to add. If it does fill me, whatever my break-even rate is, if that does go underneath that, I have to immediately get out. But really, it should get up here towards 30s, and that would be our out anyways. So setting up for either the add here at 40, and it scoops right back up, or let it break out right here. Looking for add in this area. This is where I'm looking for the ads. We'll see if we get it.
APT.
There's a push up to 56. APT just went off on my alarm.
Yeah, something must have come out about the coronavirus. Alpha Pro Tech is a medical mask company.
Medical. I was looking at it today to break a 1985s. Look for this pullback. I'm gonna look for a micro pullback in the 870s or 1850s. Be careful, guys. This one has a $2 range for a small stock.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if we can find any kind of catalyst.
It's just medical supplies, so I think it's just a momentum push.
All right,
Maybe
so
even a chat room.
yeah, well, so the news I'm getting from Thinkorswim here is it says, quote, U.S. equities open firmer with heavy gains in healthcare as Biden stages a comeback on Super Tuesday in a blow to Sanders. Healthcare insurers such as Anthem, ANTM, United Healthcare, UNH, Centene, which is CNC, are trading over 12% higher as Biden's comeback leads to a major setback to Bernie Sanders, who was an advocate for Medicare for all. End quote. And again, that is from Thinkorswim, their global news chat.
Where did that thing go? Right back down to? My trend line that I drew already in pre-market, 1870s.
And I do want to say, I'm not saying girl traders are bad. There's a lot of really talented girl traders. I'm just, maybe,
go, guys.
I might just be bitter because they grow faster than me. Maybe I'm just jealous. A little bit insecure, maybe. Plausible. Not going to deny that.
It's normal.
Yeah, they're growing faster. I'm mad at them. It is what it is.
There's enough guys out there.
Right. Oh,
there's CGC up there towards that resistance. Let's see what happens here.
Well, my best performing streams are the ones with Carol, when I get my wife Carol in here. So I get it. I'm not mad, Maybe I'm a little mad, but,
Like I always say, John, they don't want to see us.
Right. They don't want to see me, man. They want to see... My wife Carol doesn't even talk about trading. Like, she trades a little bit, but she talks about, like... I don't even remember what she talks about. She talks about just life, and people, people love it, so... What's up, Better? What's up, brother?
All right, guys. Didn't get that breakout there, so I want to hold towards VWAP here.
Yeah, Bailey is a good trader. Bailey's a super dope trader. She's awesome. All right, so we got a triple top in CTC. AMD back underneath the VWAP, and we do have a double top there at 48, which is the whole dollar, also the opening range. So if it bounces back up to 81, I might short into that, but we'll see. Market's about to break lows as well here, so we'll see what happens there.
Building a symmetrical triangle here. Up 1, down 1, up 2, down 2, up 3, down 3, and breakout from there. Might get a 45 touch, but shouldn't go further than that.
All right, SPY just broke the lows of the day, bouncing back a little bit, testing 304 here.
Ooh.
No, it's okay, Tiny. It's okay. Yeah. Like I said, maybe I'm just jealous, and that's plausible, I always try to be introspective and be like, why am I really mad at them? Maybe it's because they're growing way faster than me,
All right, guys, that looks good for me. Looking for an ad here on a pullback. Got a lot of volume to come in there at 50. So I have big time support underneath me. Right here at this level, 45. Pull back here to 50. I'm going to hit the ad. CGC looked interesting. Looking at a drop on AMD.
Yeah.
APT probably heading towards VWAP, guys. Be careful if you're long on that one. UNH flipping there, guys. That one had heavy resistance at 300. Might never come back. So be careful.
I just got into a little baby trade on AMD short for the fake out fade position. Never quite bounced that high, but made about 20 bucks on it. Just a quick little scalp there. Got in and out. Made about 20 bucks. What's up, KH? I appreciate all the new subs today, man. Appreciate it, Natalie. I appreciate the subs, guys. We also had Tony, I believe, sub. So welcome to the team, guys. We appreciate it, ladies and
Welcome
gentlemen.
to the fam.
Yep. Tony, yeah, and Ashley, and Jack. Man, I'm missing some subs today, guys. So I apologize. I appreciate the love, team. Thank you. Appreciate the sub. Remember, if you click the bell, you'll get a notification every time we go live, and that's every weekday. We go live every weekday, so hit that like button if you haven't already, and click the subscribe button. What's up, B? What's up, bro? What's up, Precise?
All right, quick dip here, closer towards 45. I'll hit the ad. If it just breaks out, just let it go.
Alright, so yeah, there's the market breaking lows.
I'm gonna be careful here. You need to see the recovery.
Maybe I should have held AMD. Tesla breaking lows too with the market. Market's just dropping back down. APT ripping up.
You just made, remember, there's a triple bottom at 317. So I think that's important to watch.
I quoted on AP at 290 right before it popped to 370. Yeah, it happens, brother. If INO drops to the 820 range, I would get in if it starts to bounce back. Yeah, pull back. Doesn't look bad. Roku, please. Hit on Tesla short. Good luck, Gideon. You got this. Roku's just down with the market, man. Previous closing price on Roku was at 108.60s, and so if it bounced to the VWAP at like 108, that looked terrible with a 62-cent risk for a big range stock. Doesn't look that bad. Just depends though. It's just following the market, so it really depends what the market does.
All right, guys, looking for a pullback in the 50s, and I'm gonna hit the ad here. Just got some volume to come in here. Looking for a pullback to add. Just gonna put the order out there at 50.
Market bouncing a little bit here.
All right, guys, looking for an ad here at 66.50. There's a little pullback here. Let's see if I get filled. No fill so far.
Yeah, Gideon. So the previous closing price, I know you said you were in Tesla, is at roughly 745. Roughly at 745. What is that? 745.50. And so I would watch and maybe let it test that level to see. As you know, I'm not an investment professional. That's just an interesting level to watch. Is that previous close on Tesla right there at 746.50 or so. And so it might get rejected right here.
There you go, guys. Looking good here. I put the order out there to add, but didn't get filled. So just going to keep that order there for right now. Let this keep going if it rips out.
And yeah, I think Tesla's battling that previous closing price.
One that I'm getting interested also is APT, but I would need to get that one closer towards 780s to risk off the 750s.
I see. Tesla got rejected right there, that previous close. We'll see how far it comes down, though, because the market did rebound a little bit here.
All right, guys. Just got my ad there. Now I got to set the stop at break even no matter what. This is one thing I've been really practicing on. And just being like, if it happens, it happens. And if it doesn't, it doesn't. And that's one thing that you need to understand in trading. It's not necessarily about what you want. It's about what happens. So all you can do is just set yourself in the trade. I just got a nice buy there, rebuy there at 50s. and just now can hold towards the trade. Let's do it.
All right, so market's pulling back to the VWAP here, and this should be interesting. I think a lot of other stocks are going to follow suit. Most mid and high cap stocks are going to push up right now. We'll see if they turn out to be just bounce spot, like, just quick dips or quick bounces and then continue back down, or we'll see if they actually hold and maintain these positions. The SPY is still technically below the VWAP. And so, we'll see what happens here, but I think this level's interesting. I'm going to wait to trade, though.
Not making moves there, guys. Gotta be careful here. Should have broke out there. About to step out. Gotta hold towards my limit. Needs a big recovery candle here.
Yeah, so Tesla did get rejected at that previous close. Just kind of battling it though with the huge $2 spread. Market got rejected there too, so interesting.
Don't want a new candle to start below this 45.
Yeah, just to show you about anybody what I mean by what Tesla. Look at the previous close real quick. Look at that previous close hold. Look at it on 1 minute, it's a little bit clearer too. Look at that, right there. So it tested it, but you can see most of the time it got rejected quick, right at that previous closing price on Tesla.
All right, need a big push here. Just testing that low. Just broke that low. You got to be immediately careful here. If it breaks 38, we immediately get out. And dangerous here. $37 broke. I'm out. All right, guys. Just had to get out there. Not going to fight the stock. It should have broke out from that point. And if it's not going to break out, what's it going to do, guys? Break down. I'm not going to fight that breakdown. I'm going to get out there, and that's fine.
All right, I just took another little quick scalp on AMD. Currently down $14 because I took a little bit larger of a loss on that first trade. But a few little fake out fade positions there.
What did I say for APT, man? Do you remember? 1780. Take a look at that VWAP bounce. Beauty.
Yep.
Absolute beauty. Right off of 1780.
Yep. That looks solid, brother. Good job.
Sometimes technicals actually do make sense, guys.
Right. People. There's a big question on whether technical analysis actually works. It certainly does. But it's just you're betting on probability, so it's not going to work every single time. But if it works the majority of the time, you have an edge, and that's what you take advantage of in trading. But
Yep. CGC made a nice fade too off that 80 rejection. That,
Yeah,
that triple top.
CGC hurt me this morning, man. I lost like 40 something bucks on it. And I've been making it back on AMD though. I've been making my money back, kind of taking advantage of quick moves though. So I'm about break even. I'm down like 15 bucks on the day. But we'll find some more stuff to get into today. I got to trade a little bit larger today, I think. What's up, BHI? Wait, are you Hero? John, what is SPI?
You the hero.
John, what is SPI IPO? Hello, neighbor of John. Can we buy it? Okay, the reason nobody's talking to you, BH, is because this is your question. Can we buy Carrot and share market, guys? Don't know what that means. Hello, neighbor of John. John, what is SBI IPO? And so, I don't know what you're talking about, brother. O says you guys make me a believer in technicals. Yes, sir.
Ooh, someone bought up 200,000 of the XLU at that bottom there.
Yeah,
it just got stopped out.
Market's rebounding a little bit here. It's up to 305. Broke that previous high, and it's testing the VWAP, so it might drag everything else up. We'll see.
Yeah, it just pulled me out off a 5 minute.
Yeah, like the SPY here, running up a little bit. Test it. It's still below the VWAP, and it does have this big level here at 305.50 on the SPY. And so I think watching that level makes sense. 305.50 roughly. It's at 305.10 right now. Yeah, that's why I think he's Hero. Hero was Indian too. I'm not Hero John, bro. Yeah, you are. Maybe you are. Maybe you're not. If you're not, sorry, brother. Yeah, he is. Okay, now I know it's you. Alright, thank you. And I always know it's Hero because he says John, bro. You know. We love you
John,
here,
bro.
Hero. Right. Hey, John, bro.
John, bro.
We love you here, Hero. We like having you here. I actually checked for a few weeks. Hero was the most active member in this chat, so we love you, Hero. You know.
Love it.
You know, we like having you here, bro. You know, we support you, Hero. SPY pulling back. Looking at AMD. See if we get a fake out fade style pattern here, but it depends on what the SPY does. Yeah, it sounds like Hero to me too. I'm very tempted to take AMD with the short because I could just risk off of 80, so my risk is like 12 cents. Maybe I should have. Right now, everything I'm watching to trade is so influenced by the market, it's difficult. Still pretty tight risk here, though, for AMD. It's just going to depend on what the market does. No, maybe it was a good thing. Market running back up.
It has a strong bottom there at 47.50s.
There's 305.20s.
That's how it goes sometimes, guys. Looks like I got stopped out of XLU a little bit early, but hey, I had a really good entry, gave myself a shot to make some big money today. it stopped me out. Bigger trader came in after that, scooped up some shares there at 40. 200,000 shares going through there, volume spiking up, and now up there to the 70s, where we wanted to take profits.
All right, so we
would have been a great trade. So.
We do have confirmation here that BH is Hero because he called me Big Brother. What's up, Hero? Hope you're doing well, man. But yeah, I think we're just getting some fluctuations in the market. APT doesn't look that bad for a rebound bounce setup on APT, but it's just a coronavirus mask stock, so it's going to be a little bit more volatile. Only thing stopping me from getting into it, really. Hey, I appreciate it, Chris. That's because you don't trade stocks with Catalyst, John. Yeah, for sure. Alright, so for the first time in about an hour or so, not an hour, maybe first time in about 30 minutes, the SPY is above the VWAP. And we'll see if it holds. Part of me wants to take like 20 shares of APT just to get my feet wet with it, but I'm kind of scared to trade this bad boy.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with trying to maybe risk. I think a good risk measurement in this one is 30 cents. Yeah. 30 to 40 cents. So you have to adjust your share size to that. But if you risk that amount, there's nothing wrong with it. It has more than $1 gain.
Yeah, I'm gonna risk off of that. Yeah, I'm gonna risk off of that previous low at 1770s. I'm in with 20 shares. Just risking about 40 cents down to that 1770 level. See if we get a bounce right here for a rebound bounce setup. And if not, you know. The only problem is that if the market runs up, APT will probably go down because it's based off of the coronavirus fears. And so if our market's doing well, it means the coronavirus fears aren't influencing it as much, and so consequently APT will probably drop, and that's the only issue I'm really worried about. Still, it's 20 shares, and so we'll take a little swing here and have some fun. Still down, roughly break even.
The trade that I like that I would take right now is AMAT off of 59.22s, but it's past my 10 o'clock time, so I'm going to try to respect my rules and not take the trade.
Hey, I appreciate the sub, Tom and Zach. What's up, team? Appreciate the subs, guys. Welcome to the team. Yeah,
and one of the things I've been really stressing, guys, is sticking to the rules, guys. Sticking to the rules. The rule says that I can't trade now. I'm not going to trade now.
Okay, my time in sales is completely, or my level 2 is completely backwards on TEFs. It said 97 on the bid and 82 on the ask. It was backwards.
What are you in? APT?
Yeah, APT.
I'll keep an eye on it for you. I got you.
I mean, I'm probably about to bail out when the time in sales.
10 cent like risk.
Yeah.
10 cent spread right now.
Yeah. I mean, I'm keeping it small. I'm gonna lose like $10. I'll be alright.
Yeah. What's the worst thing, man?
Yeah. Just kind of taking a little swing.
Hang in there. You got it.
Yeah, I don't see too much else I really like, so, you know, we'll see what we get. There's a little bit of a bounce. What's up, Kate Gifford, JD? I appreciate it, man. JD, let me take a look. JD, beautiful bounces. Beautiful bounces.
XLU going and heading towards that 66.90 that I talked about. That's really what I was targeting, guys. Just got stopped out a little bit early. Sometimes that happens. But at the end of the day, I took some winning, and that's what matters. The count goes up, and not going to go ahead and risk those profits for the day. Gave myself a shot. It didn't go my way. Sometimes you will get stopped out. That's why you got to have yourself a good kind of risk to go off of, and just respect your call. So, hey guys, if you guys want to go ahead and check out the platform that you see John and I trading on these streams, definitely go ahead and check out TradeNet. They have a solid, high quality platform and packages. What's really important is that this is a funded account program that lets you day trade as much as you want. No PDT rule. You're able to short stocks. You're able to get access to the chat room, and you get a demo account to practice. All this, and it includes that trading course. You know, if you guys want to go ahead and start learning how to attack charts like this, like an XLU or APT that John's trading right now, the only way to really get your feet wet is to start trading live and trade small. The way you're going to do this is find somebody that gives you some strengths. Like TradeNet gives you cheap commissions and that ability to short, so you can go long or short on stocks, not have to worry if I can trade this, how much am I being restricted? Is it 6-1, 2-1? You don't have to worry about those things. You can just worry about your trading. You know, and all this really makes sense risk and reward wise. A lot of people are out there paying way too much for paper platforms and should be focusing more on trading live and focusing on their risk to reward and risk management.
Yeah, 100%. And like we've mentioned before, it's you can get paper trading account. Like the intro package over a 3-month period is going to cost the same as a paper account would. You know, paper account, what, $100, $120? Same thing as an intro package over 3 months. And so super cheap. And for new traders, I think it's just the cheapest way to get started. You're going to risk less, so you're probably going to lose less when you first get started. And I think it just makes sense. So there's the link in the chat if y'all want to check that out. Yeah, I got out of my APT trade. It broke under the 80 level. Down only $25 on the day, and I've been trading a decent amount, so I'm just waiting to see some good setups, but the market's being a little moody. It's, for now, if we look at the overall market chart, it's just kind of going down to the lows, back up to the highs, down to the lows. And so what does that signify? It signifies indecision right now. And so we're going to wait, see if it settles down a little bit and starts to maintain an actual trend. But yeah, from what it's looking like, this is going to be my first losing week in a while.
Hey, it happens, man. I mean, yeah. Look at the other side. I haven't lost on a single trade day this week. I've only lost on one trade out of probably 4 or 5 trades. So it's how it goes sometimes.
Yeah, for sure. 100%. And like, as traders, guys, a good lesson here is that you can't be greedy. You know, I know what's advertised to traders is like never-ending green days, but it's really not like that. Like most of the time, like I said, prior till this week, I was green I think for like 3 weeks in a row. I know prior to me losing on Wednesday or losing on Monday was my first losing day in over a week, I'm pretty sure. And prior to that, I hadn't had a losing week like as a total in months, I'm pretty sure. And so that's kind of how trading goes. It's not going to always be green, and I can't be greedy to where I just refuse to ever have a losing week. That's not how I want to be. Losing weeks are going to happen, and you can't just force something that's not there. And so sometimes strategies aren't going to work well, but I have to be grateful that I've been making money so much the last few months that I've built up roughly 20% of my account over the last few months. And so I can't be too greedy there. And I think that's a good lesson for traders to really understand.
I agree.
Space pulling back some here. Like I said, with the SPY doing what it's doing, I'm not really feeling it right now. We're going to wait and see.
These cruise liners are getting destroyed.
Yeah. Wait. Say that again? Sorry.
The cruise liners, they're getting destroyed.
Yeah, I bet they are, man. Nobody wants to take a cruise right now. Are you kidding me, dude? I don't want to be quarantined anywhere right now. You know, cruise ship going out with hundreds of thousands of people, dude. Get me away from there, man. I don't even want to look at a cruise ship right now, dude. You know.
So let's talk about one that I believe in, Norwegian Cruise Line. Man, this thing's almost down to IPO numbers, and this thing was at 60. So we're talking about almost a 100% drop, 50% drop already in the stock. This one doesn't really have too many ties to China. I think in the long run will come back, but definitely getting destroyed on their charts. I mean, for investors that are in this, yeah, I would feel good if I was still maybe IPO price, but other than that.
Yeah, for sure. I get it. I get why they're down. K. Gifford said, "Hey guys, I appreciate the commentary. Seriously, it helps. I'm sorry you lost John, but it's great to see you powering through anyhow." Yeah, for sure. One thing you'll notice is that like I've been trying not to trade off stream either, because it's like I know I traded off stream on Monday or Tuesday, and I did end up making like $160, but I did it the wrong way, and I took too much risk, and I don't want to take that much risk again. And so part of me is just like I thought about trading off stream yesterday, and I was just kind of like, nah, not gonna do it, because I noticed I take I take a lot of risks then. Yeah, trading does make you self-aware for sure. It's $3.99 right now, Jeremy, but it's a one-time purchase. It's not a monthly payment. It's a one-time. Yeah, but you can get an awesome deal on a cruise to China right now. I bet you can, bro. You know, I bet you they're selling, or I bet you they're cheap. You know. But yeah, it's a one-time fee. Basically, it's an educational package, so it comes with a course, demo account, access to their chat room, and then you apply for the funded account, but everybody's approved for the most part, and if you're not approved, I'm pretty sure you can get a refund. But once you are approved, you become a contractor for them, and they allow you to day trade their accounts, and that's how they get around the PDT rule. And so that's really what it is, and it's kind of like a prop firm, and so there's a 70-30 profit split. If you make $1,000 in net profit with their base package, the intro package, you're going to have to share $300 of that with them, and you're going to keep $700, and then there's a $700 max loss. But again, you know, they're giving you 14,000 in buying power. There's nowhere else in the trading community or world that, in my opinion, that's going to give you that much buying power for that cheap. And so for new traders looking to get their feet wet that might not have the most funds, and especially considering when that new traders lose most of the time anyway, I think it's a cheap, you know, sensible option. I think it just makes sense. And, you know, I think for new traders, it can save them money for sure.
All right, traders, we got over 200 and almost 250 people watching here. Let's go ahead and smash that like button. Let's get it up over 100. Get it up over 100. Let's go.
All right. I mean, if you're going to consequently go against one of our sponsors, Arda, man, I'm just going to delete you, brother. He said it's a ripoff. In what way is it a ripoff? Like I said, they're giving you're spending $400. You're getting a course, a demo account, access to their chat room. Then you get to contract with them and trade a $14,000 funded account for $400. You're gonna tell me that's a ripoff? Like, yeah, you're gonna have to split some of your profit with them. And to be fair, most traders fail. Most traders lose. It's not TradeNet's fault. I mean, listen, it doesn't matter where you go. You can go TD Ameritrade, most traders are gonna lose. But to say it's a ripoff is ridiculous, you know. Right, like
Yeah.
you could save up. Well, listen, you can save up and deposit thousands into a regular platform as a new trader, and you're probably going to lose thousands of dollars doing that. So TradeNet giving traders an option for $400 or less, that makes sense, and it's rip-off is subjective, I guess, but to me it doesn't sound like one.
This is the danger of buying stocks on momentum pushes.
Yeah, man. We're sideways right now. That's the only thing that is keeping me from it, from trading. But no, you know, it is what it is. Trading makes people emotional. And so it's really hard for traders to be like, you know what? I made some dumb trades, and that's my fault. You know, it's much easier for somebody to be like, yo, it's TradeNet's fault, or yo, it's John's fault on beginner trading, or yo, it's my broker's fault, or yo, it's my platform's fault, or it's the market's fault. You know, in the end, nobody likes to lose money, and trading makes people emotional, and that's the reality of it. Sometimes you do, Daniel. For some people, they do. It depends. So, some people, they're going to make them paper trade, which I actually think is a good idea. Some people, they're going to take the course too, which again, I don't think is a bad idea. Like I said, I'm pretty sure you can get a refund if they don't approve you for whatever reason. All I know is from my experience, though, when I opened my accounts, and you know, really when I opened my accounts, I just sent my account manager an email, and I was like, yo, send me my login for the funded account, please. And he was like, all right, you know, but that's going to vary depending on the person, I think. Yeah, but I'm not talking about a demo account on a man. Like, that's not what I'm talking
Yeah,
about,
I mean,
man. I'm talking about a way you make money. You know, it's a 70-30 profit split. Like, you make $1,000 in profit, in net profit on a Tef's account, you keep $700 of that. You know, like, your money. It's not a demo account. They give you a demo account for a few weeks as well, but I'm not talking about a paper account here, man. You know? And that's the thing. Like, that's the reality of it. And that's why it's beneficial. It's because it comes with a paper account for a few weeks. But, like, even if you think about it, like, some paper trading platforms over a 3-month period are going to cost the same as that. They're going to cost the same as an intro package. So it's like, as a new trader, when you're trying to get your feet wet, what's the better option? To learn. And honestly, try to think of it objectively. What's the better option to actually gain experience as a new trader? You know, a demo account where the emotion's not there, or a real account that's super cheap that actually comes with a demo account too, by the way. I think the intro package makes the most sense every time. And like I said, it's all subjective. You know, people can have different views on it. But again, to call it a ripoff, I don't think that's accurate. You know, again, I guess the term ripoff is subjective in itself. But, you know, I think if you look at it honestly, without emotions from losing or whatever it is, you understand.
Yeah, you know, one of the things is that you just got to realize what's important to you, you know? You know, a lot of paper trading is only useful to find the strategies, not necessarily to prove your execution. Because I can tell you that right now, guys, if I paper traded, I could paper trade with thousands of shares and not stress, just take trades. You know, some days I'd be up $10,000. Some days I'd be down a couple thousand. Yeah, I could keep that going, you know. But the real pressures of that, if I was really swinging $10,000 in my account each day, I would really be worried and kind of concerned, and then worried that it was going to be 3 or 4 days in a row of going down $10,000, and that blows anybody's account. So what you have to really learn, guys, is how to trade live, how to trade small. I can't stress this enough, man. You know, I talk about this all the time, guys. One share trading is going to be 100 times better for you than to trade paper over and over and over again. Realize that you have to pay for your education. How do you pay for your education? Pay through it with commissions. And this might sound dumb. A lot of people might think that I'm being dumb in saying this, but pay through it through commission, meaning that you take 100 trades, 100 live trades, and you go through the whole account. Why? Because it wasn't that you didn't make or lose money, but you paid through it through commission. There's enough traders out there that are not really worried about their education, not worried about their process. And that's what we stress, guys. Start working on a process that you can build off of. Work on it, focus on the cents per share. Once you see that, hey, I'm making on average 10 cents, or I'm making on average 30 cents a day, and that's how I did the whole month, then you can start looking at sizing up. Go to 10 shares, then go to 50 shares. Then move up to 100 shares. There was a long time that John and I both traded in the 50 to 100 shares.
Yep.
And you guys see me grabbing 100 shares here, and there's days I can make $100 on just 100 shares. So instead of worrying always about the realized or unrealized amount, get that out of your head. Don't be greedy. Focus on your cents per trade. Look back at your week and say, hey, I risked about 60 cents for the week, but man, I made $2 on my trades. That's what I want to look back on, and that's what I want to be proud of.
Yeah, Adam Rooster says this ad is getting old. It's like I said, man, dude, we live stream every day for free. Don't charge for anything. Don't push anything for the first hour and a half, really. And so if you can't handle promos to keep so we can pay the bills and basically make something from the streams, I don't know what to tell you, brother. You know, like I said, we're a completely free live stream. Of course we're going to promote our partnering platform and broker and everything else. Like, of course we do. Mostly every other YouTube in the world pushes affiliate links or sponsors. It's just kind of how it is, man. We do this for free. And so
at the end of the day, what I just said had nothing to do with anything to do with a sponsor.
Right, 100%.
You know, what I'm talking about, guys, is how you guys really start trading well.
Yeah, and it's
that's what you got to focus on.
It's slowly transitioning to real money. You know, like paper account, you're not gonna have that emotion. It's all about slowly moving towards real money, and you want to get used to that. No matter how close you emulate real money with paper money, it's just not going to be the same, and you don't want to think it will, because it's not. You know, you're going to trade paper, and you might put in some consistent profits with paper, but then you're going to switch to real money. You're going to hold your losses longer. You're going to get out of winners quick. It's going to be a lot harder to manage, and I think it takes time, and it doesn't matter where you go. You don't have to go to TradeNet. You can go to any other platform, but I do suggest new traders get used to trading a real money account if you really want to build realistic rules around your trading, because that's super difficult, and you have to trade a real account to build rules, because if not, it's a paper account. You know, like I said when Mitch was talking, YOLO, you know, with a paper account, it's not the same. You know, it's part of it.
All right, guys, that's going to do it for me, guys. Like always, stay up with the Discord. It's 24 hours. You can talk to a bunch of different traders, talk their strategies. You can talk about different brokers, whichever one you guys want. I mean, at the end of the day, guys, we don't hold back anything. What we want you guys to do is focus on strengths and weaknesses and what can help you guys.
Yep, 100%. Somebody's asking me about the prizes.
You guys have a great one.
Later, brother.
Take care.
Somebody's asking me about the prizes in the World Series of Day Trading. I'll post the prizes link here. I mean, the top 3 in our team won prizes. The top 20 in the competition won prizes. So yeah, you know, people won. Danelle H was number 2 on our team. But yeah, this is the breakdown of the prizes. Hey, we appreciate it. JK said, you guys seem 100 times more genuine than the others out there. I appreciate it. Like I said, we're not hiding anything here. Like, listen, like, we make a commission if you sign up, you know, to Trade Ideas or to TradeNet and TEFs. And so naturally, we're going to be biased in their favor, obviously. But, you know, like I said, we're not doing anything different than every other YouTuber out there. Trading just makes people a little bit more emotional than all the other stuff, because you lose money in trading. And like I said, it's hard to be like, yo, you know, especially if you're having a losing day, it's hard to be like, you know what, it's not their fault. Or, you know what, I'm not going to take it out on them. I just posted the link, Cola. I got you, bro. So you pay taxes as getting paid by an independent contractor. So I don't think it's 40%. I don't think you have to pay capital gains. But again, I am not a tax professional. You want to ask your CPA that, brother. But yeah, you're gonna pay taxes. I'm pretty sure as a independent contractor. Not 100% sure though. Ask your CPA. I am not a tax professional. I think it's Mir, but yes, Riley. I'm just waiting here. I'm not seeing too much I really love. The SPY is too sideways. Like, you can see it's crossing over and under the VWAP. I'm waiting for some stuff. But, you know, we're getting up and down over the VWAP, under the VWAP. And so I'm going to wait for the market to pick a direction before I trade some here. I think America was built on low taxes. Yeah, for sure. Taxes are not fun, ladies and gentlemen. I hate taxes, man. You know, I understand why we need them, and I'm for stuff like Medicare and stuff like that. Like, I think it's a good thing. But when you start having to actually pay taxes during tax season, it's no fun, man. I don't know, man. We'll see. I'm just waiting here, guys. That's like I always do. I'm just kind of waiting to see what we can find. Okay. Yeah, the problem today, guys, is just the indecisiveness in the market, right? So the VWAP being an intraday trend indicator, when the market's just not picking a trend, and we're getting stuff like this, where it's just crossing over and under the VWAP, it shows an indecisive trend. It shows that it's not really maintaining a trend. Like I said, below the VWAP, above the VWAP. Now it's breaking below the VWAP again. And so it's just not maintaining a consistent trend. And so with trend confirmation strategies like the VWAP fade and the VWAP bounce, they're going to be a little bit less reliable with this. Yeah, I mean, I use trade ideas some, but I have a range of stocks that I trade, you know. I mostly keep the trade ideas up for my viewers, but mostly I'm trading the mid and high caps that I watch the same stocks every day. I keep these up for our viewers here. Does Tef's paper fill as fast as a live account? I'm not sure. I would check. Can I ask how old you are and how long you've been trading and why not options? I'm roughly 30 years old. I don't trade options. I've been trading for 3 years. I don't trade options because I suck at options. If I'm being completely honest, I'm terrible at options. I have my own little option strategy, but it's not profitable. And like I said, I'm honest about that. I suck at options. I've always joked around, do not take options advice from me. I can tell you what an option is and kind of the basic premise and breakdown of trading options, but I am nowhere near a successful options trader. In fact, the other way, I suck at options. And so yeah, man, options are just not for me. Like I said, I've grown this account roughly 20% in a few months. And so stocks I'm actually successful at, regardless of the last 3 days or so. I've been on a little slump the last 3 days, which is okay. But options, you know, I suck at options, bro. What are my thoughts on Shopify? Choppy sideways. Maybe he's going to find some support at the VWAP here. Kind of building up a little bit of momentum, but so far, I mean, look at the range. You know, that's about it. And so until it reaches the climax here, we'll see what happens, but not loving it. I mean, you still do amazing trading stocks. Hey, I appreciate it. Have a good day, brother. Later, Lewis. Have a good day, man. Yeah, market's been choppy for sure, 100%. Been a little tough. Yesterday, I was actually winning. And I say I've been in a slump, but Monday I made like $160. And so like, I made money, although I did risk too much, and I don't think it was the right move. But the last 2 days I've been losing for sure. Yesterday, I was actually up, and then the 50 basis point drop came out, and it just took my short position away, and I lost. Yeah. Hey, bro. I got you. Like I said, I'm looking at shop. I got you, bro. I just did it, man. You know? I want my thumbs up, bro. I want my like, man. I want my like. Remember, guys, hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Like I said, we broke 18,000 subscribers, and so appreciate the love, team. I really do. Really, really proud of this community that Mitch and I have built over time, and it's been a really fun experience to grow this channel and to do this for a few years now. So I appreciate the love, guys. I really do. And you know, smash that like button if you appreciate our content. If you want to watch us day trade again, hit the subscribe button, and I appreciate it. I don't know, man. We're two likes away. I think we started promoting our platform and broker, and so people said, "Oh no, you can't make money off of us," you know. I'm instead just gonna dislike your video. Thank you. Hey, it's all engagement. Like I said, I've talked about it before. I think YouTube viewers themselves are very entitled. They think you should just work on YouTube for free, and if you try to find a way to make money for it, they get mad at you for it. It is what it is, you know. There we go. There's 100 likes, 101. Thank you guys. Hey, appreciate the sub, Sana. Welcome to the team. I appreciate the subscribe. Hey, appreciate the sub. KW, welcome. Appreciate it. Thank you, guys. We really appreciate it. I'm waiting, guys. I'm waiting to find something. But again, we're sideways choppy market. No fun for me. No fun for me and my VWAP strategies. Why does Thinkorswim say I have three day trades left? Because if you day trade stocks and you have less than $25,000 in equity in a US regulated broker, you can only day trade 3 times per rolling 5-day period. It's called the PDT rule. Basically restricts you from actively day trading more than 3 times per week if you have less than $25,000, which is an absolutely absurd rule. And the reason it's absurd, they're going to say, and other people might even kind of think this is true, which is that, oh, they do that to protect the trader. They are not protecting the trader at all, because if you really think about it, a new trader is going to lose their first account. A new trader has no risk management, has no understanding of risk reward calculation, has no understanding of what kind of sizing they should be trading. And so if you force a new trader to make their first account to day trade actively a $25,000 account, you're essentially forcing that trader to lose $25,000 for their first account. It's absolutely absurd. It makes way more sense if you're a day trader to start small and not day trade that much, or to start small and trade a small account. Why? Because you're probably gonna lose it. As a new trader, you're probably gonna lose your first account. It doesn't matter how big or small it is. If your first account's 25K, you're going to lose 25K, brother. It's not going to be fun, and that's going to be way more emotionally damaging than losing a $1,000 account or whatever it is. And so I'm not even going to post my platform's link just to try to, so I don't want it to seem like I'm trying to like manipulate things here. Just if you want some advice as a new trader, trade small. Learn to actively day trade, but trade small. Don't trade big. Trade a small account. You're probably going to lose. Doesn't matter where you go, just trade a small account. You're probably going to lose it anyway. Don't save up 25K for your first day trading account, because if you do, you're going to end up losing 25K almost certainly. And it's no fun. And I'm sure there, of course, like I've always said, there are outliers in that regard, but a lot of times that's luck. And so just be careful. That's my best advice. Hey, we got a bunch of new subs, so appreciate the sub, Pedro. Appreciate the sub. Lynn, appreciate the sub. L, appreciate the sub. Can't see who that last one was, but I appreciate the subs, guys. Welcome to the team. I appreciate it. Have you ever considered changing the name of the channel? I feel like perhaps the name keeps some people away. I mean, we're just a free resource and community for new traders is really what we are. And so that's why the name is Beginner Trading, is we're just a free resource and community. It doesn't mean that I'm a beginner or anything like that. It just means that we're a free resource for traders to get together and learn for free as new traders. I didn't day trade at all, but I thought Thinkorswim allows you to trade more than that because it's on commission. No, so Thinkorswim is not on commission. It's actually free commissions, but it's a US regulated broker, and so with that, you're going to have to follow the PDT rule on there. You're only going to be able to actively day trade 3 times per week, and that means like in and out. But if you go over that, they're going to freeze your account and your funds for 90 days. And so, you know, that's what goes down. I also noticed you have no accent. Are you from Oregon or something? No, I'm from Louisiana, actually, so it's actually surprising. Maybe my accent might be gone. I live in Texas, but I'm actually from Louisiana. Originally, I'm from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, so it's, like I said, it's actually surprising that people can't hear my accent. If I go up to Canada, my stepdad is from Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario, Canada. And if I go up to Canada, look how well Shopify is following these levels that I drew. Just to extend them to the right. Look at this. Look at that. I just drew these levels. Look how well it's following those levels. Anyways, but yeah, I moved to Texas about a decade ago, really. And yeah, I'm surprised. I usually have a pretty bad accent. I went up to Canada and they thought I was from Texas. Yeah, I feel you. I'm in Canada. Yeah. CMEG. I've heard good things about CMEG Group. Like I said, I'm not... Listen, and I've used a lot of different platforms. I haven't just used TradeNet. Like, I have used SureTrader, UStockTrade, Robinhood, Webull, Thinkorswim. Never used CMEG Group, though. And then TradeNet, obviously. And they all have their pros and cons. You know, every platform and broker you use is going to have different pros and cons. UStockTrade, for instance, is $1 commission. If you're looking to go long and trade penny stocks and only go long, you don't need leverage or anything like that, and you're trying to momentum play, I think UStockTrade's okay. You know, as long as you have a different charting platform, since UStockTrade doesn't really have that great of charts in my opinion. But UStockTrade's a cheap option, man. $1 commission, you know, good, you know, funding, you know, quick funding. UStockTrade's not bad. I've traded them. I've traded on them a bunch. Like I said, SureTrader before it closed, I traded on SureTrader. SureTrader just eats you alive with fees. That's the issue. Thinkorswim's my favorite platform ever. And, but like I said, you're stuck following the PDT rule, and I can't short. And I'm mostly, I don't know if I'm mostly a short bias trader, but I definitely like shorting. I'll say that. And then TEFs is good, gives you a lot of leverage, lets you short. No penny stocks are tradable. Not many penny stocks are tradable on TEFs, which is TradeNet's partnering broker. And so that's the issue. That's the biggest con, I think, for TradeNet, is that most penny stocks aren't tradable. You can trade, but I'm mostly a mid and high cap trader anyway. But you know, those are the flaws of TradeNet. And just to be honest, like I said, I'm not trying to sugarcoat anything. Yeah, JB's like, John, do I have an... let's get a vote in here. Do I actually have an accent? Let's get a vote. If you think I have an accent, press 1. If you think I don't have an accent, press 2. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, no problems with... Yeah, that's the issue with CMEG Group, is the platform fees, I believe. I think that's the issue. Hey, I appreciate the sub, X. Welcome to the team, man. Appreciate it. Thank you, sir. And like I said, guys, I don't mean to get defensive about like us promoting stuff. I guess it's frustrating because it's like, dude, we have put out thousands of videos, literally thousands of videos. You know, people only see us right now, but they didn't see the 3 years it took me to grow this thing, man. They don't see that first year, which I didn't have any subscribers. I didn't make any money, and I just had to upload videos day after day. Like I said, and it took us 3 years to get here. And so it's not like I'm just taking advantage of traders, man. I put thousands of hours into this, and you know, I love doing it. I have the best, you know, one of the coolest jobs in the world right now, but you know, it wasn't like an overnight thing for sure. Alright, so people apparently think I don't have an accent. Let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 people think I don't. We have 1, 2, 3. 3 people think I do. A slight one, yeah. I mean, I've lived in Texas for a decade now. I'm surprised I don't have a little bit more twangy of an accent being here in Texas. Yeah, 100%, Rumos, 100%, man. Like I said, guys, I'm just kind of chatting with you all because I'm not seeing too much right now. Not seeing too much. AMD's kind of pushing over and breaking pre-market highs, and so maybe that's interesting. But for now, Not seeing much. Watching the market be indecisive. Yeah, 100%. Some words like year and here. Yeah, I mean, I'm from Louisiana. Some of my mannerisms are definitely Louisiana. Like, I say a lot, and that is a southern thing for sure. Like this stock's moving up, and so that's like a Louisiana thing. Tesla bouncing off of that previous closing price. We're gonna wait and see what we get, but like I said, guys, I'm just kind of hanging out right now. I'm not seeing anything I love. Rite Aid breaking lows, testing that previous close. You detect a slight Boston accent? Yeah, a few people have told me that. I'm gonna get my car keys. Honestly, I like your style. I'm big into meditation and mindfulness, and I believe it can provide an edge in the market, and I enjoy that you provide a lot of playbook plays for free. Yeah, for sure. I appreciate it. The money button isn't a tip jar button that I thought it was. Yeah, it's a super chat button. Kind of the same thing, but you can test it out if you want. What's it like living in Louisiana? So I'm from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, which is the second largest city. Good and bad. I know a lot of people there, and I've seen a few of them subscribe and then just not say anything, not be like, hey, yo. They're just kind of watching me. But yeah, it's cool. I mean, good food. I'm a big crawfish eater. I love crawfish. I love seafood. I miss my home style of cooking for sure, 100%. Texas is all right, but I miss my home style food. For sure. Aside from that, I mean, like I said, I'm from Baton Rouge is like an hour away from New Orleans, and so city life. You have to be a fast runner to live in Louisiana, or else you'd be crock food. I mean, there's alligators and stuff, but they're not nearly as prevalent as people think. So my dad's family is actually from up north, so my mom's side is like born and bred in Louisiana, but my dad's side is from up north. My dad himself was born in Birmingham, but my grandmother is from Massachusetts, really, and so that's where that part of my ancestry came from. I mean, Louisiana is hot. Hey, what's up, Mark? What's up, brother? APT. I think there's a flag starting. I mean, yeah, it would take a while to follow through. The problem with the flag is that this was pretty high already. Like, this pushed up a lot. Like, usually with the flag, you want to see like this, right? You want to see, like, up. And then you want to see, like, up, down, up, down, up, down. know, like that's what you want to see with the flag. And so this one is actually kind of just sideways too. This one is more so just up, back down, you know. And so I guess it's people see different things, but that's what I see on it. Best crawfish place you know of here in Texas? I mean, to be honest, I ate crawfish the other day. It wasn't bad, but I've been to this place twice. It's like a little red trailer. I don't know what it's called, to be honest. I don't remember. I eat crawfish a few times a year. Usually though, when I eat crawfish, I go home. You know, I'm not that far away I'm like 5 hours away from my hometown in Louisiana, and so usually when I eat crawfish, my family has like a yearly crawfish boil that they do every year, and so that's usually where I eat crawfish. Here in Texas, I mean, it's usually like $8 a pound, just unnecessarily expensive. 10 Canadian dollars for a transaction, 20 Canadian dollars for a whole trip. Texas is hot, man. Louisiana's hot, bro. Cause like I'm the same distance away from the equator here in Houston as I am in Louisiana. It's the same distance. It's the same distance from the equator, and so with that, it's the same temperature. The weather hasn't changed at all. You know, that's it. It's hot here. It's hot in Louisiana, man. You know, if you think Louisiana's not hot, you ain't been there, bro. Because Louisiana's super hot, man. I mean, I've learned a little bit from Investors Underground. SMB has some good content. Don't know Jeremy from Real Life Trading. Never seen him. And so, yeah, I mean, I like to think I have my own style. The VWAP fade is a little bit, it's mostly a system that we designed. I mean, there's been fades and VWAP fades, but the way we approach them, specifically using that opening range low as a risk level, is pretty unique to us, I'd like to think. I know lately, and Mitch and I have been putting content on the VWAP fade out for years now. It's been years we've been putting that type of content out, and so I've seen a lot of it spring up lately. Never heard of them. MVM, never heard of them, bro. I'm kind of looking at EMPH because it's above the previous close at around 52.50, and I can get in at over 52 and use a risk level. It's got a pretty big range in it, though. I'm also looking at CGC, but it's putting in higher lows, which makes me not like it as much. And so I'm just kind of sitting here waiting, you know. Y'all go check out Trade Ideas as well. Legit scanners, super real time, and really customizable scanners. And so, especially if you like to trade like penny stocks and stuff like that, where you need to see them right when they move, I think Trade Ideas can be super valuable. And so if you want to, oh man, I just realized Nightbuy got me over there. He already posted that. But yeah, if y'all want to check it out, there's the link in the chat. Best scanners in trading, in my opinion. And like I said, y'all want to use the same platform that we do, I'll post this link too. Cheap platform, allows you to day trade short stocks, no PDT rule. There is a profit split, but it kind of operates like a prop firm once you're approved. And so there's a 70-30 split with their base package, and then There's a $700 max loss, but for $400, once you're approved, they give you 14,000 to trade with, and you can actively day trade. And you can also use them if you're not in the US, I'm pretty sure as well. It also comes with a course, a demo account, and chat room access, and so it's a cheap way for a new trader to get started. You want to check them out? There's that link. Yeah, I'm just waiting for some setups, guys, so you'll hear me kind of ramble and talk about stuff. I'm just kind of hanging out here, waiting for something to look good, which I'm not really seeing anything right now. Kind of a choppy day, unfortunately. Maybe MU's pullback here didn't look terrible on a 5-minute chart, but I would have had to nail it down here at 53.30s. Hey, see you, Buzz. Have a good day, brother. Yeah, a lot of people talking about NIO. I don't think I can trade that. I think it's mostly a recent penny stock. Oh, I can trade NIO, believe it or not. Wow, I did not know that. Maybe a little bounce buy or bounce short. Hey, I appreciate all the likes today. We got 112 likes, so I appreciate it. Yeah, so I think we're gonna get some drops. SPY is kind of testing that bottom range here. Kind of looks like a head and shoulders pattern on the SPY. But not really seeing too much here though. A little bit of a symmetrical style pattern forming on GE. Look at this triangle kind of pattern forming. Look at that. We'll see what happens there though. Yeah, I'll have to check that out, Riley, about the different colored volume bars. That sounds interesting. Yeah, but you're gonna have to follow the PDT rule on IB. Yeah, if AMD can pull back to like 48, I'd consider it, but it's still too high up there, I think. MU is good right here for the BWAT bounce, right around here. Yeah, I'm just not seeing anything, K. Gifford. Not seeing too much. Just nothing really looks good, man. Just another one of those days, man. It's been a choppy few days for sure. Part of me wants to go long on CGC with a risk level of 1768, but we need a pullback. But that didn't look terrible. But aside from that, I mean, hey, I appreciate the sub, Claudio. Welcome to the team. I appreciate it. Oh, okay, my bad, Riley. Sorry. It's so sideways of a day, guys. The only one I'm kind of looking at here is AMD. Kind of. Space had a good fade. ENPH did too. Let's take a little baby trade here. Oh my gosh, I just bought APT immediately down. Well, that was the dumb mistake, guys. I was trying to buy AMD there. I don't know where I got filled at here for AMD. 14. What? How do I get filled at 14 here for AMD? Absolutely ridiculous, man. Everything's all messed up in the market. Everybody's level 2 is all screwed up. Not the best fill. I'm gonna have to add into this one to fix this. But yeah, if my platform's messing up too, which it is, I'm gonna have to hang it up. Let's see where it's gonna fill me now. Alright, I'm in with 200 shares. Anticipating a bounce here. Gonna use a risk level of about 91. We'll see what happens. After this, I'm done. Yeah, we do this daily. Well, I'm trying to think maybe I should get out here, guys. I'm getting a run up in AMD, but I am getting some lag in my platform. Alright, so we're up to 18s now. I could take profits, but my platform is not updating. I guess this market's affecting everything, huh? Luckily, I'm still okay in this one, but let's see what my average is. My average is 9s. There we go. This is updating now. Well, we're up to 20s, and I would take profit here, but my broker is not updating. There we go. There's 21s. I don't know what to do here. I guess I'm gonna take half off. I don't know what else to do. See if we can run up some more. At least keep it green. Yeah, the VWAP bounce is actually a really profitable strategy. Problem is that this just isn't updating, unfortunately. and get up to like 30s, 40s. Just trying to update. I mean, it's not doing too bad. Yeah, I think our swim's doing it too. I'll take another half off if it actually updates here really quick. It's up to 30s. See if my platform can update with it. I'm gonna take half off there again. Leave the last little 50. I'm gonna hold the rest. See if we get a much bigger run up to the highs here for AMD. Nice little VY bounce though. Yeah, I think it's just all the volatility and, you know, the huge swings that we're getting in this market, Scott. I think it's just the volatility, man. I mean, it's working well enough for me to do it, but if I was in like a momentum style trade, I would hate it right now. Hey, see you, Grey Goose. Man, I tried to jump out before it updated. That's alright. Green trade. That one trade on CGC just hurt me this morning. About break-even day. I think, like I said, guys, I was planning on taking bigger sizing today, but since the platform is lagging a little bit, I'm just not going to trade. I think pushing it would be dumb for me to do today. With all this stuff, and so we'll see. Like I said, guys, you want to use the same platform as us. That's lagging right now. I'll post this link. Great way to help support our channel, though, and this is the first time I've ever actually seen it like this, so it's not often. It doesn't happen a lot at all. But if you want to check that out, there's the link. Also, guys, you want to use the same scanners as we're using. I'll post this link here as well. Best scanners in trading, especially in this volatile market. If you trade penny stocks, they can be super valuable here. Yeah, and that's why most new traders fail K Gifford. It's not because of it doesn't matter what guru or what educator or what platform they use. Most new traders fail because they have no discipline, 100%, and that's the single biggest thing a new trader should learn to do is maintain discipline, for sure. But yeah, guys, we've had a lot of love today. We've got 115 or 114 likes. We've got a ton of subscribers. I think we got like 70 subscribers today. And so, yeah, I appreciate the love, guys. I really do. And, you know, we broke 18,000. We're at 18,050 roughly right now. So, pretty cool. Anyways, have a good day, team. Love you all. We'll see you all a little bit later. Don't forget to hit that like button one more time if you want to help boost us a little bit more. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Click the bell. I'll see you next time. Hopefully, I'll be able to trade a little bit bigger next time in my platform, and you know, the market will give me something a little bit more decent than it did today. But yeah, guys, good luck. I'll see you all next time.